Welcome to the Flynn's Carlow TV review for the new Nissan X-Trail. The X-Trail was introduced to the Irish market in 2002. The Mark II came in 2008, and this current model for the 2014 market therefore is the Mark III. It's a vehicle that had quite a fan base in the previous models, and I think everybody who had one of the previous models will be delighted with this new vehicle. However, I also believe it'll have a much broader appeal, because the previous models sometimes created opinions amongst people. You have a large amount of options available to you. You have manual or CVT transmission, you have two-wheel drive or four-wheel drive options, you have 5 or you have 7 seats. And in the 7-seat version, it goes, the extra 2 seats go flat, so you don't lose the serviceability in terms of the boot space. There's some other very clever options in terms of how it's designed. I like the electric rear tailgate, and similarly there's a good storage space then for the tonneau cover, which is something that often annoys people because they don't know whether to leave it in or out of the vehicle. There are just too many options to mention, so it would be best if you could visit flynnscarlow.com and see the different options and the different packs that are available. So the big fan base that loved the previous X-Trails, I think, will be excited by this new vehicle, but there will be a broader appeal. Similarly, in terms of people who had the previous model for towing, the four-wheel drive version in this model is still capable of towing 2 tons. There's a really nicely laid out dash, and where I sit here in the driver's seat, I feel really well cocooned and I feel really safe inside because it's a lovely high driving position. I have a nice position to rest both my elbows as I'm cruising. I have cruise control and a very well laid out steering wheel, dash, and the whole centre console is beautifully presented. There's a lovely fit and finish. It's a very, very solid feeling car, and yet it drives beautifully as well. There's loads of storage space here around the centre console, and that's been helped by virtue of the fact that there's no manual handbrake, and an electronic one instead frees up a lot of space. I like the position here in terms of the storage at my elbow, and similarly in terms of just cup holders, and it's nicely laid out as well as being usable. So the model we're test driving today is a 1.6 diesel SV with Nissan Connect and design pack. It has a really nice moonroof on it, and that means that I get a great feeling of space and light inside in the car, and yet I'm not sacrificing headroom even though I'm 6'2" or 1.85 metres. The 1.6 DCI engine produces 130 brake horsepower, and the towing is obviously helped by the torquiness of the engine, which is, as per the old model, at 320 Newton meters. The Nissan Connect system itself, they're all usable pieces of technology in terms of you can choose what it is that you want on the dash, you can choose what it is that you want to use. This particular one, as I say, has sat-nav, and it has a 360 degree around view monitor, and that's something I really like. I've reversed tractors and trailers and all those things all my life, and yet I find that the 360 degree view is something I really value, because no matter where it is that you're parking, you can do it much more safely, much more confidently, and particularly if you're doing a lot of parking or driving in around town, it takes away all those concerns because you can see exactly what's going on around you. The vehicle is also more fuel efficient and it's on lower road tax, and as always it's covered by Nissan's super 3-year warranty. So thanks for calling in. We'd be delighted if you could come and test drive it or visit us in Carlow at Flynn's Carlow, or indeed flynnscarlow.com. Thanks again, and we'll talk again soon.